Hey guys, so I'm sure you guys know of apps that actually change your facial features and you make them wider, fatter, bigger lips, bigger eyes maybe, and smaller forehead. Now these are all adjustments that you can do on your mobile apps, but Photoshop is now doing that as well. I will be showing you guys how to use this in Photoshop. Hey, what's up guys, this is Ken from Nippon Bro, and like I said, today we are doing facial feature adjustments for Photoshop. And this is like if you're working in Lightroom and you wanted to do majority of the edits in Lightroom as far as lighting, composures, and contrast, and color, everything else. And then what you want to do is just export that into Photoshop and then change the facial features. Alright, so let me show you how that goes. So, right now we have me, the beautiful me. Anyways, so what we have here is a portrait photography of myself, and also I have another photo that I'm looking off to the side. Okay, now the reason why I want to show you both is because even if you are looking over to the side or completely to the side, you can still adjust the facial features. Alright, so let's get into it. Now I'm just going to go about just doing real quick here of basic white balance. So let's brighten that up a bit. Let's do the similar thing here, brighten that up a bit so we can actually see what's going on. I'm not going to do too much editing, so that's all the editing that I need to do. Now what you're going to do next is just go Command A or Control A, I believe, on PC. I haven't used PC for so long, I don't even know. But anyways, for Mac users, Command A to select all of the bottom right here for what you have. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go right click, go into Edit In, and go to Edit in Adobe Photoshop. Then once you click that, you're just going to wait for Photoshop to open. Alright, so once Photoshop is opened, you're going to get basically two windows or two tabs that pop up, and one's going to be your photo of, well, for in this case, it's going to be me facing sideways, and then the other one is direct. Okay, so I'm going to start with the direct one. And so this is more common for portrait photography because usually the model's looking near straight into the camera. If not, they're a little bit tilted, but they're not really like looking to the side too much, right? Depend on your style of portrait photography. But anyways, for me here, I'm looking straight into the camera, and what you have to do is you can do all your adjustments if you want now in terms of if you want blemish removals or anything like that, get rid of pimples or moles or maybe wrinkles here and there. But anyways, I'm not here to show you how to do like spot heel removal for skin. If you want that type of video, comment down below and I will make it in a future video. But otherwise, I'm doing facial features today, and I'm going to basically go to the background here. You need to make this a smart object. The reason why you need to make this a smart object is you can't edit anything within this photo to change the shape of it unless it turns into a smart object. Basically, it 3D maps your photo and then it decides where the face is and everything, and then you can manipulate it. Now what you're going to do to make this a smart object is go into your layers here, and then on the first layer what you're going to do is you can either create two layers if you really wanted to, if you wanted to save this one. So sometimes what I usually do is create a backup. So what you want to do if you want to create a duplicate layer is there is a shortcut, but usually I just go like here, click and hold, drag it all the way to this plus sign down here, drop it in, you're going to create a background copy. Now what you can do is take that copy, you can right click on it, and then you're going to go to convert to smart objects. Now once you convert that to smart objects, it's going to change. So just look at this background copy. Now it's going to have this symbol on it. Now that means it has a smart object. Now that that's converted, what you're going to do is go to your filter up here and then go to Liquify. Now once Liquify opens, you can start adjusting the facial features. If you want to zoom in here, you can actually go down here and zoom in by pressing the plus sign, or you can simply just go to here on the drop down menu and choose your percentage. So what I'm going to do is, whoa, I'm zoomed in a lot here. I'm going to move over a touch. So I'm in the center. Okay, so anyways, as embarrassing this is to see my own photo blown up like this on my own screen, I need to do this for the video. So right here, automatically, if you have got a face in the photo, it'll sometimes automatically go to the face detection. But then if you don't have this right off the bat and you're kind of in this mode where your cursor is just a circle, what you can do is just go to the sidebar right here and you can change where this kind of like portrait head is, face tool, or press A on your keyboard. So if you press here, you're gonna actually go and find all the lines on your face when you hover your mouse cursor over it. Now you can either adjust it right here on the points, or you can actually go into the parameters here and change it on the slider if you're very precise with your numbers or you just want that kind of slide feature. But sometimes what I do is I like to just go directly onto the photo and adjust it, because that's what you would kind of do on like a face editing app on your phone. You would just kind of touch it and move it. Having that said, let's say I want to make my face a little more narrow. What you would do is come to the side here. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4 points on this face feature, and then you can change the width of your face by going onto the face width, and then you can shrink that down. But obviously if you go too much, it's gonna look a little bit distorted. So, or if you go too wide, it's just gonna look ridiculous. But anyways, you can either go really narrow or really wide. So if you want to reset it, just go over to the side right here and you can highlight this part and just press 0, enter, and you're done. You can go back to normal. For this one, I'm just gonna go a little bit more narrow. And then I'm going to, let's say I want to take that chin in a little bit. So I'm gonna go down here. Now with the mouse is very kind of cool if, you know, for the females that want to pucker their lips a little bit, for example. What you can do is go to the upper lips here, you can raise it up. And then on the bottom lips, you can raise it down and it's going to just make it pucker up a little bit. And also you can change the width and how narrow your mouth is by going to the side right here, and you can widen your mouth or you can narrow your mouth. So I like to kind of just keep that more neutral. And again, the parameters over here. So let me just go back to 0 on that. But also they have this weird feature, which is kind of a smile feature. So you can kind of make yourself smile a little bit, but it does get a little weird and creepy. So for example, if I wanted to change my smile, it's on these outer brackets right here, and you just click and hold and you can raise it up to smile. That just looks terrible. It just looks like I'm trying so hard not to laugh or smile. Anyways, and then you can go down to more of a frown, but now I have cat lips. But anyways, I'm just going to actually set the smile to 0 because I don't want that. And then the forehead, you can actually go here and you can raise it down. And then for the eyes, you have kind of multiple different features. So you can increase the eye size overall. So you can go bigger. And then of course you can go bigger right here. Now if you want to go the eye height, you can change it. You can change the height of it. It doesn't matter whether you use the bottom one or the upper one, it affects both the top and the bottom. So again, you can go really big. I'm just gonna go big just for the sake of this video. You can actually change the tilt of the eyes as well. You can actually tilt it back and forth. Now it's not gonna tilt it that much because it doesn't want to distort the photo. So you're not gonna get too much freedom out of it, but you can if you want. And the nose, let's say I want to raise my nose up a little bit or down. Let's go raise up all the way and then narrow the nose down, and that's what my face looks like. It looks a little weird. But anyways, if I zoom out now, basically just go right here, I just look, I don't know. Comment down below, what do I look like? That's exactly how you would change the facial features. And then once they're complete, all you gotta do is go to the bottom right here and you can just click OK. But before you do that, you can also go back and forth between before and after by clicking on this preview button and just toggle that off to see before, and then click it again to see the after. You're okay with it? Sure. Go ahead, click OK. It's going to be inputted. Now, once you basically exit out of here, you're gonna go exit, and then it's gonna ask you to save. Once you save it, it's gonna save it into your Lightroom as a duplicate folder or a duplicate file, and then you can choose later on whether you wanna keep that file or not. All right, so I just had to actually change my photo. The one that I was facing to the side was okay, but I had a hat on and the hoodie was kind of coming in close, so it didn't really detect my face. So when I went to detecting face, it actually just said cannot detect face. So to solve that problem, you can either take out the hat in that photo and then put it back on later, or what you can do is you can actually do it manually. Manually takes a long time to do, so I don't recommend you doing it too much. And also it might distort your photo after. So I would probably try to go through another photo if you have another photo. Unless you only have that photo to work with, you're just gonna have to go through a little longer way. So now I've actually uploaded another photo, which I'm actually looking a little bit to the side, but I have my chin up so you can see more of my face. And I think it's because they couldn't really see my forehead because of my hat. So now that I'm facing upwards and tilted to the side a bit, it does detect my face. So again, I'm just gonna go into Liquify, and then here you have the parameters are showing. Again, you can make the face or eyes bigger, you can make the face smaller or narrower, and then you can make the jaws smaller, whatever you like. You guys get the idea. And then you just go OK to save it, and you're done. Now, if you want to do any changes after, like remove blemishes after the fact, your cursor is going to have this kind of symbol that has a circle and a cross, means like you can't do anything. But when you click on anywhere in this space right here, you are actually going to get a message that just says this smart object must be rasterized before continuing. That just means it needs to be converted back to a photo, so then you can actually do the surface edits. Okay, now you're just gonna go OK. Now you can go into your spot healing, let's say, and then you can start removing different things if you want to. So yeah, you can go ahead and do whatever you want. But anyways, this was just a quick tutorial on how to do face edits within Photoshop, so you don't need to do it in your little app, although that is pretty effective as well. But also on Photoshop, you can do everything. And if you like this video, please smash that like button and turn on those notifications for future videos. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. It will help me out tremendously. Anyways, I will see you guys on the next one, and take it easy. Peace out.